Hello, everybody. Welcome to your weather forecast. Mr. G here with you guys on the road in Illinois visiting family for the Christmas holidays. So we won't have the luxury of the green screen and all my fancy studio equipment, but we're going to still get that forecast done for you guys because we got to cover that all important storm that's going on right now in the Midwest and into portions of the Great Lakes. Winter Storm Elliott is going to be raising havoc. It's already spreading snow across Minnesota and the Dakotas, and we're seeing winds to at least 30 miles per hour out that way now. And let's take a look at what's going to be happening with this winter storm, as this significant winter storm will sweep through the plains into the Great Lakes, and there will be major impacts expected Thursday through Saturday on Christmas Eve, where we're going to be seeing heavy snow and high winds that could create a travel nightmare for major U.S. cities. And we're not going to forget those wind chills as well. Some extreme wind chills are also going to be common with this storm. Now let's take a look at our current surface map and the radar, and we're seeing that storm system starting to develop across the Central Plains and move out of the Rockies. We're starting to see that snow moving to the Dakotas and Wyoming and across Minnesota and western Wisconsin. We're seeing that snow that's also starting to fall there, and a few showers is possible and occurring across the southeast, down across the Carolinas, but dry weather for the west coast. Beautiful, no weather concerns for the western U.S. at all, so enjoy your holiday season, guys. But if you're in the northeast, the Midwest, and the Great Lakes, and even in the south, this storm is going to have some effects on your weather, as you're going to be seeing those cold temperatures start to spread down the south, and we're going to be seeing some freezing rain in some locations through the Appalachian Mountain Range as well. Now here we are, as we take a look at those current wind speeds. We're mostly seeing those winds through the high plains and into the Rockies right now, where some gusts are topping out at 30 miles per hour. But remember, our storm is just getting started there, so we're not really seeing how much of those winds in full effect yet, as it's just now starting to form and develop there. So we are seeing those higher winds out toward the high plains through Colorado and Wyoming right now. Now here we are, so take a look at those current temperatures. Boy, look at how cold it is across the northern plains. If you are in Minnesota or the Dakotas, you are looking at temperatures of -11 in the Twin Cities today and -4, so it's very cold. In Duluth, you're seeing it cold across Grand Forks. You're seeing it -15 in Minot, Bismarck, and -13. So you're seeing how cold it is, how cold this storm is going to be. This is very serious conditions here, and we're going to be seeing those wind chills in the -40 to -50 range as well. So it's very cold out there, and we're seeing those milder conditions across the Midwest there through portions of Illinois and over in toward the Great Lakes in the Northeast, because we're seeing that warmer air being drawn up just a little bit. But we do have a warm front in the area in the Midwest, and it's going to cause things to become a little bit mild across the Ohio Valley and into the Tennessee valleys as we move through the day today and into your day tomorrow. Now here's your forecast for this afternoon, where we will see that snow across Minnesota and the northern plains today of the Dakotas and through Wyoming. We're going to start to see some of that heavy snow develop and some showers possible along the southeastern coast as well. Other than that, a dry day for everybody else as you await the arrival of this big storm into the Midwest and the Great Lakes. And tonight, our storm starts to affect and move into the Wisconsin and the upper peninsula of Michigan. So if you're up in that region, get ready, because here it comes, that heavy snow. And we're going to be seeing our low pressure center that's going to be moving across the Midwest, pulling that cold air as we got the polar vortex opened up and our sagging jet stream that is going to drop all the way down to the Gulf Coast and into Florida. We're going to see frost and freeze warnings across the state of Florida as well, and we're going to be seeing freezing weather across the deep south. And we're not going to be seeing temperatures in the -20s and 30s in the deep south, but you're not going to be used to those zeros up to -10. So it's going to be very cold across the south and the southern plains as well. Now here we go as we take a look at our bomb low. And what that is when pressure drops more than 30 points in the 24-hour period. Our storm is going to go from a 982 millibars down to 952 millibars as we get through the day on Friday. So this is when a storm bombs out. The bottom falls out of it. We're going to see that pressure drop tremendously. Those winds are going to really increase. This is when we're going to really start to see those 60-mile-an-hour winds and that 2 to 3 feet of snow. That heaviest snow is expected to fall across mostly Michigan and northern Wisconsin and into southern Canada. So if you're in Montreal, Quebec City, Toronto, you're going to be seeing a lot of heavy snow and those blizzard conditions into the northeast. And in the Buffalo area, we're going to be seeing lake effect snow as well with this storm. So we're going to be seeing those snowfall amounts in the 3 to 4 foot range. So a lot of heavy snow. This is a bad situation, ladies and gentlemen. Please heed these weather forecasts and pay attention to your local weather forecasts. This very powerful winter storm blows through the Midwest, through the plains and the Great Lakes. So this is going to be on an inside track. So it's not going to really have that much of effect on the coastal cities other than some heavy rain and a little bit of wind. All right, here's our snowfall forecast that we're going to be seeing through Sunday. So Wednesday through Sunday, we're going to be seeing that heavy snow, and we're going to be looking at about 5 to 8 inches across Minnesota. And as we look into Michigan there, you see that 18 to 24, and across the Upper Peninsula, and where Marquette is, we're looking at 24 to 36 inches. The thing about this storm is it's going to be a very fast hitting storm. It's going to move through very, very quickly, and those winds are going to be howling out there. Most folks are not going to get that much snow, to be honest. If I'm being completely honest, we're not going to see the widespread heavy snowfall, but because it's going to be heavy snow, but it's going to move through really fast. So it's not going to be one of those storms where you just see the snow piling up. If you pick up 3 feet, that's because it was snowing really hard, and that's going to be a bad situation for you. But those winds, I think, are going to be the bigger problem instead of the amount of snow. Here is that lake effect snow across the eastern areas of New York here, or western New York. We're going to be seeing up to 3 feet of lake effect snow over the Buffalo area, as well as into the Watertown area. We're going to be seeing up to 48 inches of snow over the Watertown area. So here we are as we look at our wind speeds across the Midwest and the Great Lakes. We're seeing those winds going to be 40 to 50 miles per hour as we head into the day Friday. Friday and Saturday are going to be the more dramatic days as far as this storm is concerned. You can see in the Chicago area 40 to 50 down in Indianapolis. Minneapolis is going to see 30 to 40 miles per hour, and you're going to be seeing those winds 60 to 70 miles per hour. Hurricane force winds with Winter Storm Elliott in the northeast. So this is when that storm bombs out. We're going to see that low pressure about, you would see the pressure of a Category 3 hurricane. So we're going to be seeing those winds in excess of 70 to 80 miles an hour into the northeast there. And here we are as we take a look at some temperatures across the northeast and the Midwest as we head into the storm. We can see those temperatures in the negative teens and negative 20s across the Midwest. Look at those negative 12 if they're in Billings and Bismarck, and negative 11. So we're going to be seeing some of that cold air filtering down through the central and northern plains today. And we're also going to be seeing those cold temperatures start to filter into the Midwest as we head into the nighttime hours. Look at that negative 29 in Casper, Wyoming. So it's going to be very cold out there. And then we're going to be seeing those cold temperatures spread into Illinois and Des Moines as well. So we're going to be seeing those single digits below zero. And then we're going to be seeing that cold weather start to spread east as our storm builds in there. But look how now that's a typo area in Syracuse. It's not going to be 50 degrees. That is a typo, and it's not going to be 55 in Boston as well. My name is Mr. G. Thanks for watching this weather forecast, and I will see you guys all in the next video. Bye bye.